Hello guys, I am Harshith of branch ISC currently studying at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Today we are going to study about CAD, Computer Aided Engineering Drawing, and the subject code is BCDK203. And today we are going to study about two problems on CAD, and let's move on to first problem. A square lamina ABCD of 40 side rests on corner C such that the diagonal AC appears to be at 45 to VP. The two sides BC and CD containing the corner C make equal inclinations with HP. The surface of the lamina makes 30 with HP. Draw its top and front views. And now let's move on to the projections. Okay guys, now let's draw the projections. Let's draw XY line which must be thin. Okay, let's give the text and let's draw a rectangle of 40 Now let's draw a square of 40 width and 40 height. Yeah, it must be thinner. Okay. Mm, Now let's draw triangle square of 40 and let's join the points to the XY line. And let's give the text. Okay, it's been the text. Let's draw a thick line on the XY. Let's move it, switch on the copies. Okay. Mm, Let's rotate it to an angle of no. Let's erase first and let's move all these lines. Let's move all these lines at a time. Okay. Now let's rotate to an angle of 30 . Okay. Now let's measure an angle between these two lines. It's 30 . Yep. Now let's draw the lines. Let's draw the end point. It must be thin. Make it as thin. Let's draw the end points. Fill the lines and let's delete these three lines. It was just for our reference. Now let's join the endpoints. Let's give the text. C, B, A, and D. Yeah. Now let's show the directions of the line. Yeah. And now let's trim the unwanted lines here, extra lines. Yeah, it's good to look now. And now let's draw a line of angle minus 45 degree, which must be in a minus sign because of it must lie below the XY line, or we can shift it. Now let's move this whole. Let's place it, and now let's rotate it. And the arrow mark there was unwanted, so I deleted it. Now let's rotate it. Yeah, it's perfect. Now let's draw the lines through the endpoints to the XY line. Okay, now let's show the directions. Okay, let's draw. Let's join the endpoints. Take a line. Okay, guys, it will be the final positions of the given problem. Let's give the text D, C, C, B, and A. Okay, now let's trim the unwanted lines here. Let's measure the angle between these two lines. Okay guys, it's been our first problem, and now let's move on to the second problem. A rectangular lamina of sides 20 mm into 30 mm rests on HP on one of its longer edges. The lamina is tilted about the edge on which it rests till its plane surface is inclined to HP at 45 degree. The edge on which it rests is inclined at 30 degree to VP. Draw the projections of the lamina. And now let's move on to the projections. Let's draw projections for this problem. Okay, now let's draw a line of negligible length xy line, which must be a thin line. Let's make it thin, and later let's give a naming of x and y. Okay. Now let's draw a rectangle of, width 30 mm and height 20 mm, and the degree let be 0, which must be a thick lined rectangle. And let's give the dimension of both the sides, 20 and 30. And let's give the naming of both all the sides, A, B, C, and D. Okay, now let's make up to the line, which must be a thin line. Okay. Let's draw a thick line to both the ends. Let's give the naming for those. A dash of B dash and D dash of C dash. Okay. And now let's move on this line. Okay. Now let's rotate it to an angle of 45 degree. Okay, let's fix it here. Now let's measure the angle between those two lines. Okay, it's 45 degree. Let's draw lines, extend the lines. And let's trim all the non-required ends. Okay. Now let's join all the lines, all the points. Okay. And let's give a text to all those points on the sides, corners, something else. See. Okay, it must be this. A, B, C, and D. Let's show from way we drawed. Okay. Now let's draw a line of angle 30 degree. Let's move this square. Let's rotate it. Now let's extend the lines, which must be a thin line of 0.13 mm. Now let's join the hands. It must be thin. The end must be thin. The lines. Let's make it thin all at a time. Okay. Now let's give the naming D, C, A, and B. Okay. Now let's measure the angle between these two lines. 30 degree. Yes. Now let's show from where it's moving. Okay, guys, it's been two problems on CAD. Thank you, Nandol. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.